Well, you can enjoy this one again. I start to get into the lymphatic system and explain how oils like cypress help stimulate the lymphatic system and blood circulatory system, bringing the blood brings nutrients, and the lymphatic system helps take away the dead viruses and bacteria. Um, so enjoy, and I look forward to talking with you soon.
Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. And today we're looking into something pretty important, especially for you guys out there, skin health. Specifically, the circulatory system and how that all plays into things. You sent over some fascinating research on this, some product info, too.
It's a great collection of stuff and
Yeah.
definitely relevant given all the hard work you all do out there. This PDF you sent over. What is the importance of circulation in the skin? It really lays it all out. Your circulatory system, all those blood vessels, they're not just delivering oxygen and nutrients around the body.
Right.
They're absolutely crucial for healthy skin, too.
So it's more than just, if your heart's working, your skin's fine.
Yeah.
There's actually a more direct connection.
Exactly. Think about it this way. Your skin is constantly working, right? Renewing itself, it's a barrier against the world out there, and it even helps regulate your temperature. All of that takes energy, takes a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients, and that's where the blood vessels come in.
Right.
But it's not just about delivery either.
Right.
Waste products need to be carried away efficiently, too. So if circulation's poor, well, things can start to go wrong.
That makes sense. So if you're in a job where you're really physically active, maybe outside in the elements sweating all day, good circulation is even more important than
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why this whole deep dive is so relevant for you all. And I gotta say, what I found really interesting in this material you sent is the focus on essential oils.
Yeah, me too. Seems like a pretty natural approach to supporting healthy spin.
Exactly. And this PDF, it specifically mentions a few that are known for their potential to boost circulation.
Yeah, I saw that lavender oil was one, right? There was even some research on it, I think.
Right. The research by Thomas Sabi and his colleagues.
Yeah.
They were looking at lavender aromatherapy and how it affects anxiety in patients undergoing angiography.
Okay, so I got to be honest, I'm not immediately seeing the connection between anxiety and skin circulation.
It's fascinating. See, when we get stressed or anxious, our bodies pump out these hormones, right? And those hormones can actually constrict blood vessels. So you get reduced blood flow.
Ah, okay, so it's like a stress response kind of thing.
Exactly. And what this study showed was that lavender aromatherapy really helped to significantly reduce those anxiety levels.
So less anxiety means potentially better blood flow.
Right. And better blood flow means healthier skin, especially when you're working with your hands all day.
That makes a lot of sense.
And there's more. The PDF also mentions a study by Sheena and his team that found lavender oil not only improved blood flow, but it actually reduced levels of the stress hormone cortisol, too.
Wow, so it's like a double whammy.
Yeah,
Better circulation directly and then indirectly through lowering stress.
precisely. And that's just one essential oil. I'm sure you're starting to see why I was so intrigued by all this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing what we're learning here, and we've just scratched the surface. What else did we find in the research?
Well, the PDF goes on to mention cypress oil. What's interesting about cypress is it's traditionally been used to help with circulation problems related to things like varicose veins and hemorrhoids.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely something I can see being relevant. If you're on your feet all day for work, that puts a lot of stress on your circulatory system.
Absolutely. And this traditional use is actually backed up by research. This PDF references a study by Shaheen and colleagues, and they found that cypress oil can really boost circulation.
This is all making a lot of sense now. You got these essential oils, research to back up their effectiveness, and it all ties into healthy skin, which is especially important for someone in a blue-collar job. It's like a chain reaction.
It is. And there's one more essential oil they highlighted in the PDF that I think you'll find fascinating. Frankincense oil. This one's got a long history, especially in traditional Chinese medicine.
Frankincense oil. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I never really knew what it was used for. What does the research say about it?
Well, Zhang and his colleagues, they did a study in 2024, and they found that frankincense oil seems to have a positive impact on blood microcirculation. And what's fascinating is the Chinese Pharmacopoeia Commission back in 2020, they described frankincense as having blood-activating properties, potentially reduces swelling, and maybe even helps with muscle growth.
Wow. Okay, so frankincense, cypress, and lavender. It sounds like each of these oils has a unique way of supporting circulation. And like you said, good circulation equals healthy skin, which is essential for anyone, but especially for someone working a tough job.
Exactly. And you know, it's interesting. You also included info on a product called CANhaveTODAY's Soothing Juggernaut. I gotta say, that name is something else.
Yeah, that one really caught my eye too. But what really intrigued me was the ingredient list. It's got lavender, cypress, and frankincense oils in it. It's like they designed it based on the research we're talking about.
It's quite a coincidence, right? And it's not just those three oils. They've also got arnica, sunflower, and tea tree oils in there too.
Okay, now I'm really curious. What do those other ingredients bring to the table? I know arnica is good for sore muscles, right?
That's right. Arnica is well known for its anti-inflammatory properties, which could be especially helpful for you, given, the nature of your work. And then there's sunflower oil. It's a really nourishing oil rich in vitamin E, good for antioxidant and moisturizing properties. And last but not least, there's tea tree oil. That one's famous for its antimicrobial properties, helps keep the skin clean and healthy.
Sounds like they've really thought this through, combining those powerful essential oils with other beneficial ingredients to create something that's specifically designed to support both circulation and overall skin health.
It certainly seems that way. But, before we get too caught up in the product itself, let's take a step back and talk about another system that's really crucial for healthy skin, the lymphatic system. It often gets overlooked, but it plays a huge role in removing waste and toxins from the skin.
Okay, the lymphatic system. Can you remind me how that works and why it's so important for our skin?
Imagine it as your body's drainage system, okay? It's this network of vessels and nodes that collect waste, toxins, excess fluid, all the bad stuff from your tissues, including your skin, and it transports them away to be filtered and eliminated.
Okay, so it's like the sanitation department, keeping things clean and running smoothly, and if it gets sluggish, it can affect the skin.
Exactly. Just like with blood circulation, if the lymphatic system isn't working properly, waste can build up and that can lead to all sorts of skin problems.
That makes sense. Now that you mention it, I have heard that massage can help with lymphatic drainage. But how does physical work, like the stuff our listeners do, affect the lymphatic system? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a great question. And that's actually something we're going to dive into in the next part of our deep dive. We'll explore how physical activity can both help and hinder lymphatic flow. And most importantly, what you all can do to optimize this system for healthy, radiant skin.
Sounds like we've got a lot more to uncover. Be sure to tune in for part 2, where we'll continue our exploration of the lymphatic system and its role in skin health, especially for those of you in those physically demanding jobs.
Until then, think about this information, how it connects to your own experiences. What steps could you take to support both your circulatory and lymphatic systems? It's all about taking control of your health, right?
Absolutely. We'll see you back here for part 2.
Welcome back to our deep dive into skin circulation and essential oils, especially for all of you out there working hard in those blue-collar jobs.
Yeah, it's fascinating how something like good circulation, which we kind of just assume is happening, can play such a huge role in how healthy our skin is. And last time we started to see just how important that is for you guys.
Exactly. We were just starting to get into the lymphatic system and how it's all tied in with physical work when we left off.
Right, keeping all those waste products moving out so they don't build up and cause problems. But I'm still a little fuzzy on how physical work, like the kind you all do out there, affects this whole lymphatic drainage process.
Well, unlike the circulatory system, with the heart pumping, everything along the lymphatic system relies on muscle contractions to move that fluid throughout the body. So the physical activity, all that hard work you do can actually be a good thing. It helps to propel the lymph fluid.
So in a way, your job is like a built-in workout for your lymphatic system.
You could say that, but there's a catch. If those muscles are constantly tense or overworked, it can actually have the opposite effect and restrict that lymphatic flow.
So like if you're always lifting heavy things or in the same position for a long time, could that be a problem?
Exactly. Think of it like a kink in a hose. Those tight muscles, they can create blockages and prevent that fluid from moving freely.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So it's not just about movement. It's about making sure your body is moving in a healthy way.
That's a great way to put it. And that's where things like stretching and massage come in. Stretching helps to lengthen and relax those muscles, which improves the flow. And massage, whether you go see a professional or even just do some self-massage, can help to manually move that lymph fluid along.
So even small things, like taking a few minutes to stretch at the end of a long day, could make a difference.
Absolutely. And hydration is key too. Staying well hydrated makes sure that lymph fluid is thin and it can flow more easily.
It's good to know that we can do things to help keep this system running smoothly. I think sometimes we get into this mindset of, tough jobs are tough on your body, and that's just how it is. But there are things we can do to support our health, even with demanding work.
I'm so glad you brought that up. And that actually leads perfectly into what I wanted to talk about next. Remember those essential oils we were discussing? Lavender, cypress, and frankincense, and their potential benefits for circulation. Well, how can we actually use these oils to help both our circulatory and lymphatic systems?
Yeah, that's a great question. I was wondering about that too. Is it just about smelling them, or is there a better way to use them?
Well, there are a few different approaches. Aromatherapy, which is basically just inhaling the scent, can be really helpful for reducing stress, which, like we talked about earlier, can indirectly benefit circulation. But for a more targeted approach, we often look at topical application, actually applying it to the skin. And that brings us back to that soothing Juggernaut product you sent over.
Right, the one that combines all those essential oils we've been talking about, specifically designed for people like our listeners.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that it's not just about the individual oils themselves, it's about how they're formulated and how you use them. In this case, the combination of those specific oils plus the other ingredients like arnica and sunflower oil, they're all meant to work together when you apply them to the skin.
Okay, so when you put it on your skin, those oils can actually get down into those deeper layers and reach the blood vessels and lymphatic vessels.
That's the idea. And remember how we talked about massage being good for the lymphatic system?
Wow.
Well, imagine combining that massage with the application of this product.
Ah, I see. So you get the physical benefits of the massage plus the therapeutic benefits of those essential oils all working together to support those systems. It's like a double whammy.
Exactly. It's about finding those strategies that work together and amplify the benefits. We've talked about the research on essential oils, how the lymphatic system works, the importance of massage and stretching.
It's like we're building a toolkit for healthy skin.
Yeah.
Specifically tailored to the needs of someone with a physically demanding job.
And the best part is it's all based on natural things that people can actually incorporate into their lives. It's not about expensive treatments or fancy equipment. It's about giving you the power to take control of your health with things that are readily available.
It's really empowering. But hold on a minute. We've got so much more to talk about.
I know, right? In part 3, we're going to wrap up our deep dive by exploring some more tips and strategies for supporting your skin health, and we'll leave you with some things to think about as you continue on your journey towards healthier, more radiant skin. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to the deep dive. It's amazing how much we've learned about skin health, right?
It really is. We've been through a lot. The circulatory system, the lymphatic system, even marketing tunnels, and it's all connected back to taking care of your skin, especially with the demands of your work.
Yeah, and what really stands out to me? It's not about some complicated treatment or, buying a bunch of expensive products.
Right.
It's about those little everyday things that can make a big difference.
I couldn't agree more. We've talked about stretching, massage, staying hydrated.
Yeah.
Things anyone can do no matter how busy they are or what their budget is. And when you combine those simple habits with something like, essential oils, like that soothing Juggernaut product we were talking about, well, that's when you're really setting yourself up for success.
Yeah. Exactly. It's about a holistic approach. Yeah. Thinking about your overall well-being and how it all ties into taking care of your skin. Now, before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a few key takeaways that I think are especially important for you guys out there.
All right, let's hear them.
Okay. First, never underestimate the power of good circulation. It's really the foundation of healthy skin. And for someone in a physically demanding job, it's even more crucial.
Couldn't agree more.
And second, remember that lymphatic system we were talking about. It's like your silent partner in skin health. Keep it moving with stretching, massage, and hydration.
Awesome points. And I'll add a third one. Don't be afraid to explore natural solutions like essential oils.
Right.
They can be a great addition to your overall skin health routine.
Perfect. So we've given you the knowledge, the tools, even some product ideas. Now it's time to put it all into practice. What are you going to do this week to support your skin health? Will you try a new stretching routine, maybe add in a quick self-massage, or even try out that soothing Juggernaut product?
It's your journey, and we're excited to see what you do with all this information.
Right. Remember, healthy skin is a reflection of overall well-being, so take care of yourselves inside and out.
Great advice.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into skin health. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.